So I'm going to give you 2 new cues that I've started using with a couple of people who don't get along with the jump cue very well. Because what can happen when you cue someone to jump in the snatch or in the clean or even in the split jerk is you can make them leave the floor early. Like they're so focused on trying to get their feet off the floor, they won't keep on applying force to the bar. So one thing I've started telling people in the snatch and the clean, pull as high as possible and then jump down. So when I say pull as high as possible, I want you to extend up, get to your toes, and then think about either bringing your traps up or your elbows up in the snatch and clean. And then I want you to think as soon as you feel like, right, the pull is done, you're going to jump down. Because that aggressive action of thinking I've got to jump down into the floor should allow you to coordinate that nice, long, smooth pull up and then aggressively get down. And the way I want you to work on that is simple. You're going to do 1 pull and then 1 snatch, or 1 pull and 1 clean, or something similar. And how I want you to think of it is as it's a pull where you're focusing on trying to make sure you get the toes and the elbows up. And then when it comes to getting under, you're thinking it is a high pull and a jump down. Don't think, oh, okay, I'm just going to snatch it. Try to make the movements like feel and seem different in intent in your head. So it's going to be like this. You're going to do a high pull onto your toes, pulling as high as possible. I'll do 2 of them. And then I'm going to think high pull, jump down. Because then I've pulled it as high as possible, and then I'm going to make sure that I'm moving my feet aggressively to get myself to jump down into the floor. Because if you just pull and think about dropping under, sometimes that can be a bit passive and you don't actually attack the pull under with the same aggression, and you end up going under a little bit slow, a little bit lax. But if I think pull, high pull, okay, now high pull and jump down, it gets me attacking it a bit more aggressively, and you do the same thing for the clean. You go high pull, then you go high pull and jump down. So try that out. That should be very helpful on your snatch and clean if you find that jumping doesn't quite feel right, but also thinking about pulling and dropping doesn't quite feel like it's hitting it either. High pull, jump down. High pull or jump under, whichever one you want to think of.